Story 1, AITA for needing more time to sort out how I feel about the babysitter erasing a love note from my late husband. My late husband would be 44M and I 43F used to leave each other notes in dry erase marker on the mirror and in on the counter by the coffee maker. When he passed away 3 years ago, I put tape over his notes to preserve them. Seemingly forever. Having 3 young children, I hired a babysitter to help out. She's been with us for a year, and one of the first things I pointed out was the notes. The other day she removed the tape and wiped away the notes, stating she wasn't thinking and was just trying to help clean up what she thought was something the kids did. It said "Forever my girl." Being rather upset, but also open to the idea that it has been 3 years, maybe it's time to remove the notes, I told her I needed space to figure things out. I'm leaning towards asking her not to come back because I can't get over it. It seems intentional on some level, but that may just be my hurt talking. Even if it's a lapse in judgment, I wanted to be the one to take it off when ready. It's been 2 days and I'm still not ready to have her back yet. She keeps asking if she can work. AITA for wanting to say no or for wanting to say I can't move past this? Thanks, y'all. Round_Warthog 1990 says, she's been with us for a year and one of the first things I pointed out was the notes. The other day she removed the tape and wiped away the notes, stating she wasn't thinking and was just trying to help clean up what she thought was something the kids did. If you hadn't put tape over the messages. Maybe if she had just started working for you. Maybe if you hadn't made it a point to show her the messages and explain how the tape was there to make sure the note didn't get erased. Maybe, but I find it extremely hard to believe that after working with you for a year she just removed the tape and wiped away the message accidentally. Have you ever had to remove tape from a surface it's been stuck to for an extended period? It's not easy and takes time. Yellow_Lady 126 says, there was no way it was an accident if she had to remove the tape first. It just wasn't. I'd find a new babysitter. I Want a Pony 2 says, she's been with you a year, she was told about the notes and for her own reasons she knowingly removed the tape to wipe off these messages. She knew it wasn't the kids, the messages have been there for a year, FFS. Whether it's too long to have them or not is no one's business but your own, as was the decision to remove them or not. Huge invasion of privacy emo. I wouldn't have her back. NTA Story 2, AITA for implementing a you cook you clean rule and leaving her to clean up her dishes after she made pasta. Edit, I'm getting off so I will not be commenting. Check comments if there is a question. My wife and I switch off cooking. Both of us cook twice a week and the days neither of us cook it's a leftover night or takeout. We used to have the person that didn't cook do the dishes after the meals. I clean as a cook, so when it is my night there are very few dishes for her to clean up. When she cooks, I swear she uses almost every single dish or pot for her meals. It is a disaster in the kitchen and takes me a long time to clean the whole thing up. I have had conversations before about this and have asked her to clean as she goes to reduce then mess. She refuses and claims that is just what happens because she likes to make elaborate meals. She does make more elaborate meals than me and spends a while in the kitchen. I prefer to make more simple meals like stir fry. I brought up last Thursday that I won't clean up after her cooking anymore. She left a huge mess and I was over it. That I will clean up my dinners and she can clean up hers. On Saturday, my cooking night, I made beef tips over noodles and cleaned it all up. Sunday was her cooking night and she made homemade pasta and red pepper sauce. We ate and she didn't clean up her mess, and later the night she asked me to clean it up. I told her no and reminded her what I told her and pointed out I cleaned my stuff up. This bring me to this morning. I didn't do the dishes and when she woke up, there wasn't much room for her to make her coffee and breakfast. She pissed I didn't clean it up. We got in a huge argument before I left for work. She thinks I am a huge asshole, so I am asking for an outside opinion. Kaneko says, NTA, it isn't that her meals are more elaborate, it's that she isn't cleaning anything as she goes, so it all piles up. The division of labor isn't anywhere near even. If she doesn't want to clean as much, she can use less dishes or clown as she goes. She's picking what meals she wants to cook, so she's picking how much mess to make. OK_homework_7621 says, NTA, I prefer the you cook, you clean to one cooks, the other cleans precisely because you make a mess for yourself only, so if somebody cleans as they cook, they are done faster. And everybody gets days when they have nothing to do in the kitchen, which is always nice. Maggie Louisa says, NTA. We have the same issue the other way around at my place. My husband could use 6 saucepans and a wok to make buttered toast, and he leaves stuff everywhere. We take turns doing the dishes, regardless of who cooked. Story 3, AITA for telling my parents I didn't have a kid. They did, and they need to take care of her, not me. My parents had me 15F when they were 18 and 19. They always made it so obvious they resented being parents so young, and added to that they never tried to be good parents. I typically spend most of my time at friends' houses. I don't have extended family to rely on. They disowned my parents for having me so young, so friends' houses were a positive in my life that made me feel more comfortable than being at home with my parents. My parents never did the typical parent stuff like helping with homework or showing up to support me at school. I don't think they ever attended a parents' conference for me. They ignored a lot of stuff I needed to get signed, and I'd have to get right in their face on the last day to get signatures. My birthday and Christmas have never been a big deal or celebration. They do celebrate their wedding anniversary, but that's a them thing. When they told me 2 years ago they were expecting a baby, it really surprised me, but then it hurt because sometimes they said stuff that made me feel like I didn't exist. Like how they were so excited to have a baby and how they couldn't wait to be parents. A friend of my mom's did remind her of me, but then she and Dad said I was basically the too early practice run, and this was the real deal. When my sister was born, they were so attentive to her that I ceased to exist completely. I got sick and my school was trying to call someone to pick me up early, but they ignored the calls, and when I got home they had taken the baby out for a family day. When they got home they hadn't even realized the school called because they turned off their phones to enjoy family time. My mom quit her job a month after my sister was born. She wants to be a som, and she and Dad want at least one more kid. My dad leaves work early on Fridays so he can spend more time with the family, mom and sister. My parents tried to have another kid for over a year and mom isn't pregnant yet, so they're jumping to fertility treatments. They told me I need to watch my sister for a few hours every week while they attend those appointments, and they gave me this detailed list of stuff she needs and what I'm going to do with her. I told them I won't and that they had her so they need to take care of her because she's not my kid. My parents told me it's a few hours a week and not a huge deal. Dad told me I need to look at it as paying back all they did for me. I said no and told them they don't give a crap about me, so why would I want to help them? AITA? Fiestafon73 says, tell them you'll do it if they can name your favorite food, favorite color, and best friend. When they can't, tell them you'll be giving their baby exactly as much attention as they have given to you over the years. Give them that wake-up call. They clearly need it. NTA. Puntakana24 says, NTA, neglecting to pick you up when you are sick and calling your life a practice run is such a horrible thing to get from your parents, and I'm sorry they have neglected you. St. Alvis says, NTA, my parents told me it's not a huge deal. Yeah, well, neither is learning to be satisfied with the children you already have. Thanks for watching, I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.